Hi guys, this is Michelle. I'm back to tell you about my recent follow-up visit with my surgeon's office and the nutritionist. So, this is my first month of my 6-month supervised visit with my 6-month supervised diet. And you can see one of my doggies there in the background. That's Allegra. And her sister is also back there, but you can't see her because she's, sitting down on the couch. Her name is Lunesta, so I'm a pharmacist, so I have to name my dogs after drugs. When I go to the vet's office, they always say, here are the drug babies, or here comes the drug babies. So anyway, so yeah, Allegra will be the star in the background today, probably for most of this. So I had my follow-up visit today, and it was very good. At my weigh-in, I lost 11.2 pounds, according to their scale. And so on my initial visit on May 24th, which is, this is actually a 5-week weigh-in. I think all my next visits will be about 4 weeks apart. This one is 5 weeks apart, so that also could be a reason why I lost 11 pounds. So according to their scale, I don't know why I can't remember this, I was 287.8 on my first visit, and then today I was 276.6. So I'm very happy about that. I am very happy to be back into the 270s. That used to be my set point weight. I mean, I used to just stick at like 275, 276. That's where I used to stay. And then these past like 4 years, I've been in the 280s and I have not been able to get out of them. So I'm very happy to be back in the 270s. So we'll see how easy it is for me to get from the 270s to the 260s. Okay, I don't know why I'm rambling. This is the third time I've done this video because the other two have been too long. And now I've just added in additional information that I didn't even have in the other video, so I need to stop. And excuse me if I talk fast because I just don't want this one to be another long video. Okay. So let me start off by telling you what I have been doing for my diet. So at my initial visit at my surgeon's office, they did not give me a diet. When I met with my doctor, he told me that they believe in high protein, low carb. So then when I met with the nutritionist, she didn't give me any guidelines except for to say protein should be 60 to 80 grams per day, only 1 serving of fruit per day, and no starchy vegetables. That was all she said. I met with her for like 5 minutes. So I made up my own diet based on what I know has worked for me in the past. So at first, my diet was 1,200 calories a day, and I found that was too low. I was way too hungry, so I increased my calories to 1,300 per day. And most days I'm really between 1,300 and 1,400 per day because I'm still hungry. So, some days it is in the 1,200. Every single day is different. So, really, my goal 1,300 calories. My carb goal is really like 80 to 90, but mostly to stay below 100 grams of carbs a day. That's my goal. My average, when I look at my weekly averages are around 90. And that's my total grams of carbs. I don't subtract the fiber. My fiber goal is 25 grams a day, but most days I have 10 to 12. I'm working on increasing that. My protein goal is 80 to 90 grams of protein, but most days I am over 100. I always average over 100 grams of protein. I don't even know how to only get 80 grams of protein. It's just, it's a part of, it's the way that I eat. And I don't watch fat at all. So I was interested to see, what the nutritionist would say about this diet that I made up. Let me see. I also want to, I have my logs from MyFitnessPal because I'm required to keep track and to turn in my logs. She actually, took them. I wonder what they're going to to do with them. I wanted to read to you just a few examples of some days and how I eat. So let's start off with yesterday. Yesterday for breakfast, I was experimenting with making my own protein shakes without using any of the protein mixes and things. So this, I used 2% Greek yogurt. So a half a cup of Greek yogurt and a third of a cup of mangoes and 9 strawberries. And I just whipped that up in the blender with water and a little bit of cinnamon and some stevia, and it was delicious, and it came out to be about 140 calories, 11 grams of protein, let's see, 16, 20 carbs, and 3 grams of fiber. So it is a little high on the carbs, but my goal also, I forgot to say, my goal is also to have 1 serving of fruit a day, especially now that it's in the summertime. So, I think it's important to get fruit in, so I'm going to try to fit a little bit in every single day. So that was my first breakfast. Now I actually have 2 breakfasts a day because I like breakfast, and I have always eaten breakfast. I'm not one of those fat people who only eat 1 meal a day. I eat breakfast every day. I always have, because I always wake up hungry. So that was my first breakfast. My second breakfast was a Power Crunch bar. My lunch was chicken pie. It's just something I call chicken pie. It's a casserole that I make with rotisserie chicken and jalapenos and cilantro and cheese. It's really good. Lunesta. So I had that with, let's see. Okay, my low battery indicator just came on, so I hope that doesn't mess up this video. I better talk fast. 7 minutes. Okay. So I had my chicken pie with 1/4 of a cup of corn and 1/4 of a cup of mixed vegetables. For my snack, I had a 1/2 ounce of almonds and a 1/2 ounce of the teriyaki turkey perky jerky. And I eat the teriyaki because the teriyaki has fewer carbs in it. Oh, I think I have a hair in my eye. Oh shoot. I have a hair in my eye. The teriyaki has fewer carbs in it than the original, which I think is weird. For dinner, I had barbecue chicken teriyaki. It says frozen chicken that I buy. It's barbecue chicken. It's frozen, and then it has these teriyaki packets, and so you can use as much as you want to. And I had that over romaine lettuce. And then for a evening snack, I had 1/4 of one of those Fit Crunch bars, the Chef Irwin bars. Thank you, SJ. I saw on Instagram where she had posted, chopping up a bar into small pieces so that you can have like little mini snacks. And I think that's a great idea, especially for this Fit Crunch bar, which is it's huge. It's like 360 or 390, I think it's 390 carbs for an entire bar. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. And I don't even have a small stomach yet, and that's, a lot of calories and carbs for a bar. But eating 1/4 of a bar was surprisingly filling. Okay, so this was yesterday. My calories was 1227. My carbs was 84. My protein was 119, and my fiber was 11 grams of fiber. So you could subtract that from my carbs. So that's one day. Another day, you can kind of see my other baby there. Can you see her? I think she sees some birds outside. They distress her, so I think that's why she's whining. Okay, here's another day. Another day for breakfast, I had some chicken sausage links and 5 strawberries. Then for my second meal, I had a Think Thin Crunch Bar. Then for lunch, I had some chicken thigh that I had just baked in the oven with a sweet kale salad with poppy seed dressing. For snack, oh, same snack. Half an ounce of almonds and a half an ounce of the turkey perky jerky. For dinner, I had tuna, so it's tuna salad, and then I had some crackers with that. And oh, this is a high calorie day. Oops. Uh, as a snack, I had some of the Halo Top 1 cup, so I didn't eat the whole pint. So this day I went a little over on my calories. It was 1,489 calories. It was 94. Lunesta! It's okay. It's okay. We're not going anywhere. Come here. Sorry about that. She's distressed. Okay, so for that day, I had 1,489 calories. I had 94 grams of carbs. I had 120 grams of protein. And I had 22 grams of fiber. Oh yeah, from the Halo Top and from my Think Thin and the salad that I had. Okay, I'm gonna pause this so I can take them outside. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take the little doggies outside. Okay, so I just finished giving you an example of what my diet looks like right now. So when I went to the doctor's office, at first they had me fill out this little checklist where they wanted to know what type of exercise am I doing right now, how often am I doing it, and then also what type of diet am I doing. Am I doing, low fat, high protein, vegetarian? And then they also wanted to know what other healthy measures I was taking. So it was this checklist where, they wanted to know, were you eating breakfast every day? Were you eating healthy snacks? Were you trying to eat your meals without drinking water, which I haven't tried to do that yet. I can't remember. It was like 20 different things, and you needed to just check off which of these things you're doing every day. And I think that probably the idea is, I bet they're going to make me fill this out every single month, and by the end I'm probably supposed to be doing all of those things. They didn't tell me that, but I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious. So I filled that out. Then I had my weigh-in, and I know I didn't show this to you guys the first time, but when you do the weigh-in, they give you this little printout. And the first time, they gave me this little sheet that explained to me, all of the information that's on this printout, where it basically, this is going to have my weight, and it has my fat percentage, and my muscle mass, and my bone mass, and my metabolic age. So my metabolic age is 59 and I'm 44. So I'm very curious to see, over this next 6 months, how that decreases. My body fat didn't really change very much, but my fat mass changed. So at first my fat mass was 158.2, and now I'm at 153. So I'm happy with that. They have my ideal body weight as 124 pounds. That is not my goal at all. I just have another message about low batteries. I hope I make it. 124 is not my goal weight. I don't, right now my goal is 150. I'm 5'2". I haven't discussed that yet with my doctor. So anyway, I can't wait to see how my body composition changes over this next 6 months. So I did that. Then next, I met with the doctor. Now, originally when I scheduled my appointment, they told me that I was going to be meeting with a physician's assistant this month, and that next month I would be meeting with my surgeon. So since it was a physician's assistant, I didn't prepare any questions because, well, I don't really have many questions, and I want to ask my surgeon those questions. So I was surprised when it turned out that I was actually meeting with one of the surgeons. This bariatric clinic that I go to has 4 different bariatric surgeons, and so my appointment was with one of them and not with a physician's assistant. So I was a little embarrassed that I didn't have any questions prepared, and I'm not really good at just making up something on the spot. She basically, congratulated me on my weight loss, wanted to know what I was doing for my exercise. I told her that really I'm just walking. I walk my dogs every day, a very short walk actually, because I can't walk very much because I have an injury, which I'll talk about in another video, but I really cannot get very many steps in a day without being in great pain and limping. I have a Fitbit to monitor my steps, and so, basically my goal is 3,000 steps a day. And because I work from home, I actually do have to do a little bit of walking in order to get those 3,000 steps in. But, I'm going to go into all that later. So she seemed fine with that. She asked me about strength training, which I have not been doing, but I am going to start that this month. I'm going to start working on my, especially my upper arms. I want to start doing some things. I'm very flabby right now, and I haven't even lost any weight yet. Well, you know what I mean. I haven't lost a lot of weight yet, and I'm flabby. So I am going to, start working with weights this month. I dusted off my Wii Fit. I have I have the Wii Plus and all these different Wii games, Biggest Loser workout on the Wii, and so I did one of those yesterday for the first time, and it was fun. And so I can't wait to start just playing around with that. I think it's something that gets me doing something every single day, so my goal is to do that every day. Oh, I need to do that today. I forgot. So my goal is to do that every day because that's just fun, and then also to incorporate some strength training. That's my goal for this month, and to slightly increase my steps a little bit, maybe up to 3,200 steps this month. But I've been proud of myself that every single day this month I got 3,000 steps in. Now compare this to previous months where most of the time I only got about 1,000 steps in, except for on days when I was running errands or going grocery shopping or things like that. Okay, so we just talked about my exercise. She asked me about my diet. She didn't want me to talk to her about specifics. She wanted me to talk to the nutritionist about, any specific things that I had to say, and really that was it. She didn't examine me or anything like that. Oh, darn it, I'm already up to 18 minutes. Oh! I'm already up to 18 minutes. I don't know. Now I'm wasting time by stalling. The second part of this, you know what? I am just going to pause this right now. Sorry. And I'm going to make 2 videos. So stay tuned for the second video.